Donald Trump's lead in the Republican presidential race has nearly vanished. A new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll shows Ben Carson just 1 point behind Trump. Senator Marco Rubio and former CEO Carly Fiorina are tied for third.
Trump will officially unveil his tax plan this morning, but Scott Pelley learned the first details last night in a wide-ranging interview on 60 Minutes. He said income taxes would be eliminated for some low-income Americans. Major Garrett is outside the Trump Tower in New York City, where Trump will reveal more about his plan. Major, good morning.
Good morning. Donald Trump fashions himself a new kind of politician, but his tax plan follows the same supply-side economic theory Republicans have embraced since the early 1980s. The idea is to cut tax rates on the wealthy, simplify the code to generate economic growth. Jeb Bush, Marco Rubio, Rand Paul have all proposed similar ideas, but Trump's plan has something theirs don't: celebrity status and at least nominal front-runner momentum.
Nobody knows the tax code better than I do. I'm like a student of the tax codes.
Trump told 60 Minutes he built his tax plan around incentives he said will create jobs.
I understand what to do with the tax code to get people working again, and they want to work. They really want to work. But we can't disincentivize people, and that's what we've been doing.
Trump's plan calls for 4 federal income tax rates: 0, 10%, 20%, and 25%, meaning some low-income workers would pay nothing. The current tax code has 7 rates, with the top rate at nearly 40%. The plan also calls for lowering the corporate tax rate from 35% to 15%, something Trump says will encourage U.S. businesses to bring billions of dollars back from overseas. Lastly, Trump would eliminate or phase out many credits and deductions, essentially raising taxes on wealthier taxpayers. Trump practically beamed as he spoke of the reaction he expects.
I think you will be very proud of me, and you'll call me and say, I am proud of you, Donald. I hope.
Grover Norquist of Americans for Tax Reform, a conservative group that encourages candidates to pledge not to raise taxes, received details of Trump's plan and came away impressed.
If you have strong growth, then without raising taxes, you can afford more things. This is a tax bill. Just as when Reagan cut taxes, if we'd grown at the same rate that we did under Reagan's recovery, there'd be 12 million more Americans at work. If there were 12 million more Americans at work paying taxes today, the government would have more money.
Almost every Republican in Congress and presidential candidate has taken that pledge not to raise taxes. Trump has yet to sign on, but nonetheless his plan speaks to Norquist.
This is pro-growth. It is not a net tax increase. It will in fact be a tax cut statically scored and fits comfortably within the parameters.
Democrats have derided this approach to economics for decades, arguing it increases federal deficits and aggravates income inequality. Trump says he understands economics better than they do. Vanita, whether or not that's true or not, Trump has clearly learned something about how to recite Republican economic orthodoxy.
Major, thank you.